Hi, it's Rose.
Yo, speaker here.
It's your girl Niyah.
This is Ink on the Air.
Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Ink on the Air. I'm your host, Rose, and today I'm here with
PK.
Janiyah.
Today's episode will be titled, How This Generation Has Normalized Toxic Relationships. We will have two segments on this show, and segment number 1 will be titled Toxic Relationships. Segment number 2 will be why and how they are normalized. And lastly, we will offer our final thoughts. So, Jaden, what do you think is a toxic relationship?
I would say like more of low trust on other people, you know. More back and forth through text or whatever, this and that. And
How about you, Janiyah?
No communication. No communication. Like people don't communicate anymore. Like if you, for example, if you go somewhere or whatever, people don't, like, you could tell me about everything else, but you ain't tell me you were going here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it makes me think you're hiding something. So, and then everybody want to sneak out and cheat or whatever and stuff, but cannot communicate. Like, hey, you did something wrong. You want to do the wrong thing and make me more mad. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, the definition of a toxic relationship is a relationship that makes you feel unsupported, misunderstood, demeaned, or attacked. A relationship is toxic when your well-being is threatened in some way, emotionally, psychologically, or even physically. Janiyah, what do you think are some signs that could show that you're like in a toxic relationship?
Some signs. Lack of trust. The smallest things, like boys wise, going to play basketball, girls overthinking, and it's going to be some girls there, so let me, and also the snooping through the phone, thinking somebody cheating because they either have their phone down or something. Some people just naturally do that, like, oh, my phone, when they put their phone down, they flip it over or something. It's just, boys overthink too, but I'm just saying, mostly girls.
How about you, Jaden?
I'm going to say getting mad easily at your partner. Because let's say y'all just playing around, this and that and stuff. You cracking jokes with her. She gets all, this and that with you. Gets all mad. And next minute, they're going to run to the media about the whole relationship, all that. So
I agree with those. I would say some of the signs I feel like would be the most common ones obviously are physical abuse, physically, mentally. Most people would probably think, well, especially like the psychological abuse. Most people don't really think much of anything, but like most of the times it's just like you're getting manipulated, kind of like, or like gaslit. Kind of like when, how do I put this? Kind of like most, like if your partner is getting mad at you, oh, you don't really love me because you won't do this, and this for me. You are getting manipulated into doing something you don't want to do. And that's a toxic relationship. Let's talk about some celebrities that have been in toxic relationships. For example, a really big one was Rihanna and Chris Brown. We all obviously know how that went down, the court case and the charges. What are some celebrities that you guys think are in toxic relationships and why?
like celebrity-wise and stuff. I'm going to say Christian Rock and Blueface.
Yeah. Why though? Why do you think so?
Because I got all these cameras rolling, running to that, all about your relationship, You got some people thinking this is cute, that this and that. They want to be like them. Whole time, do y'all see what's going on? You got Krishan want to leave. You got not want to leave, wanted to cry. You got Blueface talk about he won't marry her. And what's the point of being with her? That's when you open up your eyes and see, yeah, this is all just for fame and money.
Yeah. I also feel like people laugh at the relationship and like them fighting out in public, but that's like literally domestic abuse. And like people laugh at it because they think it's funny. But generally, it's sad seeing two people that could probably do better with their life if they weren't in a relationship like this. What about you, Janai? What do you think?
I think that they just need to separate. Like, maybe her coming on that show and like when he had the shows for like who's gonna be his girlfriend, whoever, like, you know, I think he liked her in the beginning, but I felt like when she got attached, he just, you know, and then he would call her out her name. She'll do the same thing. And like they recently just had an interview where I felt like the interviewer was blaming her for her reaction the other day. I guess they got into an altercation and she hit him in the head with a bottle. But that part I don't agree with. But her calling him the B word back, feel like she shouldn't got attacked for that because he called her the B word first. And like she said in the interview, if I can be one, why can't you? You disrespect me first and then, you know, I disrespect you back, but I'm more in the wrong. That's not fair. And the interviewer just like was just getting on her like you're you want your man to feel so low, but he want his woman to feel so low also, and that's not fair at all.
Adding on to that, most of the time, like you guys, when people scroll through social media under like people talking about Blueface and Krishan's relationship, most of the time it's not even people talking about what Blueface does to her, but what Krishan does. Most of the time, the spotlight is always on like, oh, Krishan did this, this, and that. Oh, Krishan said this to Blueface. Oh, she reacted this way. But you guys have to think like someone is not gonna react that way unless something is done to them. Like,
Exactly.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna say I relate to this because I don't know what she be thinking. So, but yeah, most of the people is just like, oh, but Krishan is in the wrong. It's kind of like people just like pick at Krishan. Krishan did this, Krishan did that. But Blueface is over there calling her out her name and fighting her father. No one's really talking about that. And also, I just think that Blueface is just still with her because he sees the light that this relationship gets. And like every time they get into like a physical altercation out in public, they're always like the hot topic. Like he fell off after he was a one-hit wonder. He fell off after his song Tatiana. So like just seeing him in this new light is kind of like keeping people on their toes. And also he's making money. Didn't he make like, doesn't he have like a channel or something like Zoos or something?
Yeah, and he has a restaurant, but like nobody talks about that because all you see is just every time you pop up is him and Krishan, or Krishan did this to him or stuff like that. And now that they're pregnant, it's like, oh, I'm going to stay with her now, definitely, because this going to be big even more. Because like you said, he was a one-hit wonder. Nobody was really bumping his music like that, and he get with Krishan. Now he like, oh, I got this toxic girl. We get views, we get money, more money now, and he want to stay with her.
Do you have something to add, Jaden?
I'm gonna say one thing about this relationship. In Blueface defense, Blueface thinks that, oh, he's with Krishan, right? You see them going viral with every situation that they get in. Once they get in the hands of the Shade Room, all of these blogs, all that. When Blueface see that, he see himself making more money. He really doesn't love Krishan for real. But now since they got a baby, you know, he's gonna stay with her. Like, did he just had a child too?
With his baby mama. Yeah, he did. And I know we've been coming to Krishan defense, also I can say in that too, she stayed with him after he done had a baby with, like, I feel like she don't see her worth. Like, I really don't think she see her worth because she's a very beautiful girl. She's talented. She's on these shows. Like, I feel like if she separated herself from him, she would be way higher than what she is. Everybody see her as negative, negative, negative. She's always fighting. She's always arguing with her boyfriend. I feel like once she separate herself, people will really see Krishan. Like, she was a track star. She did football. Like, she was amazing. She did everything. She was so athletic. And I feel like she still can do that. But he's bringing her down. And because she want to chase after him and stay with him, it's just all that is going to waste.
To wrap this up, I would just generally say that it'd be really nice if Krishan, like, just finally realizes that the situation she's in is not something that she has to settle for. She should kind of realize. I mean, they should both kind of realize that, you know, they're worth more than the relationship that they're in, than the situation that they're in. Like, money and publicity can get you so much, but, like, once the public gets tired of you and the fact that you're just always fighting, every single time you're trending, you're always fighting, it's something negative, it's kind of be like, you're going to get pushed off to the side. It's not going to be fun no more. No one's going to be wanting to watch you. So I just generally feel like if they just, like, went their separate ways, separated, and followed their different paths, some great things could come to them. I don't know about Blueface, but that's just not for Krishan. Like, she had all of this stuff that was good coming for her. Like Janiyah said, like, her athleticism. She was really good at what she did, but everyone knows what happened. Exactly. So I just feel like once they go their separate ways, I feel like it would just be best for, like, everybody.
And also, like, normally when the Shade Room posts, like, somebody's pregnant, they get so many, oh, congratulations. And literally when I read them comments, it was, oh, she's dumb, or she should have been left him, or, oh, why would you have a baby with Blueface? And she did, and the crazy part is she had just did an interview with B. Simone. I forgot the other lady name, but she had just did an interview with them and was like, if I get pregnant again, I'm keeping this one. Then we find out that she's pregnant again, and she's keeping it. Now everybody calling her dumb. Oh, you're stupid. He don't love you, all that. I feel like, but it's going to make her see, like, even if she have a boy or a girl, regardless, it's going to change her. I feel like it's going to change her as a person, and then also to teach her kid not to grow up like that if she separates herself.
And we could only hope that's what happens, because it would be really sad to see a child grow up in a really toxic household. That's just something that's not needed, something that's not good for kids, especially while they're growing up. That was our entertainment segment, and now we're moving on to segment number 2, which is named Toxic Relationships and Why Are They Normalized This Day and Age. Society as a whole has changed their point of view on relationships and how they come to be, and how just people meet and interact before entering a relationship. Why do you guys think that society has changed, like, their point of view on relationships as a whole?
I'm gonna say, in my opinion, that people, once you talking to a person, it could probably be a week or whatever, 2 weeks, and next minute y'all dating. I'm gonna say people need to start, like, taking their time of day depending on being in a relationship. Cause some people, it could be their first relationship, their second relationship. Sometimes they don't know what they get into, or they probably not sure about it for real. So
I want to add on to what Jaden said. I feel like sometimes I feel kind of stupid when people tell me, yeah, because we've been talking for 2 days and now we're dating. I'm a little bit confused because, like, especially, like, if you didn't previously, like, know this person, if this isn't someone, like, you interacted in your every single day, and you guys, okay, like, you guys know you got yourself well enough to be in a relationship, consider yourself your other partner. But it's kind of like, what do you know about each other in like just 2 days? Like, I don't know. Maybe I feel dumb.
Right.
But what do you think, Janiyah?
Everybody nowadays think of what everybody else say. So like if I feel like the talking stage don't exist anymore. Everybody, let's jump into a relationship because I like you, you like me. Let's just do this, like, you know. And then if y'all are talking, nobody believes y'all talking, or nobody makes it clear, like, we're just talking. So when the one person go talk to another person, it's like, well, you a bop, you a smut, you a this, you a that. But if I'm just talking to you, we are not in a relationship, so I can do whatever I want. And I feel like that don't exist at all. Back then, you could talk all day, all week, all year. But now you just cannot do that. It don't exist at all.
Do you have anything to say, Jaden?
I agree with what she said, but I also like to add on about that. Well, I hate the fact that once you talking to somebody or whatever, you got friend groups that's gonna come up to you and say, "Oh, was you just talking to such and such?" I'm like, what are you talking about? Once it could probably be my close friend or whatever. You still gonna come to me and say, "Oh, but I see y'all hugging and stuff, lovey-dovey and stuff." I'm like, I hate the fact that people think hugging is cheating. Hugging is not cheating unless you're not touching each other's lips. That's one. So
I will agree with him on that. Everybody think when you hug somebody y'all date or y'all like each other or something, it's just a friendly hug, we can hug and stuff. And everybody always have their opinion on who you talk to, and it be like it don't matter. If I think that person cute or if I have interest in that person, it should not bother you, and it don't really concern you. I don't need to explain myself to nobody. And then nobody start liking you till somebody like you. Nobody start liking you till somebody else start liking you. Like, I was going to talk to you, but you talking to him now. Like,
and let me add on to that. Next minute they'll be like, "Boy, you be playing." I'm like, boy, you be playing. Like, you know, like, girl, who is you? I don't even know your name, shorty.
When I was chasing you, you didn't want me, but now
right,
I'm not chasing you.
Right, you was just running around with such and such when you found out that I was messing with her. Like, if you want to mess with me, just say that. It could be both of y'all, but nah.
Wait a minute.
Ignore what I said. I don't. Yeah.
Coming back to what Janiyah said, I feel like now more than before, like the friend's opinion really matters, and this goes to, I was in government class, and there was these girls in the back of the class, and they was just like, "Oh, your boyfriend is ugly." Like, they were just kind of coming. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say something mean. They were calling her boyfriend ugly, and one of them was like, "Well, I guess you didn't have a choice." That's not your friend talking to you like that. If your friend tells you that you have to settle for something, and then they say that it's ugly, you need new friends. Generally, I don't know what else to tell you. Please get yourself out of the situation.
I like to add on to that. Like right when I was dating these females, it was like I was in this group chat whatever last year, and I guess when I was out in the group chat, they talk about, "Oh, I don't know why you with PK this and that and stuff." Next minute, I start messing with 7 of the females. Like, I could tell. I knew y'all wanted me by then. Cause why you even going to her about what's going on in our relationship?
Hold on, I gotta think on that. Cause 7, that's a big number. Okay,
I could name all of them right now. I'll put you on the spot.
Okay, so what I was gonna say, Lord, all right. What I was gonna say is, everybody has this type now. It has this certain type now. But people got to understand, your cute is not my cute. I could like somebody that's dark skinned with dreads, and you can like a light skin with curly hair. But in my opinion, that's not my type. But I'm not gonna, what they say,
Yuck your yum.
yuck your yum, because that's your type and your preference. Everybody has, oh Lord, everybody has a preference, and that's just not my preference. So I feel like that's just image wise. Everybody go for image, not personality. Not, it's always image.
Moving on. That really caught me off guard. Coming back to toxic behaviors, like, why do you guys think there's like certain like specific toxic behaviors that have been normalized? For example, jealousy. Jealousy is a really big one that I see that's been normalized, and it's not I wouldn't put it the cute jealousy, but I'm talking about like the overprotective jealousy, kind of as if like you have to be on the phone with this person 24/7. I do not understand that. That's kind of weird to me. Like I understand, like, generally, like, I understand talking on the phone for, like, 2 to 3 hours. That's normal. But being on the phone the whole day, let's be for real. So what do you guys think are some behaviors that have been normalized? Toxic behaviors.
Okay. I can agree with you on that. Like, being on the phone the full day, it's like, do y'all not have nothing else to do?
Exactly.
And then also wanting to fall asleep on the phone together. It's just like, I feel like that's another sign of
Dependency, actually.
Yeah. Like, people don't understand, like, if we can't be on the phone, then we can't be on the phone. People want to be on the phone, but then if you're not on the phone with them, oh, you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. Or, no, I'm just out at the grocery store with my family. Like, why can I not just do that? And I don't think people can understand, like, if your life is, like, you're not doing anything, you expect me to change my life and not do anything. But I'm not going to change myself because I got into a relationship. I'm still going to be the active person, going places, doing this, hanging out with friends. I'm not going to be that, oh, let me stay on the phone with you so you don't think I'm doing something, because that's controlling. And we don't do controlling over here.
I like to add on to that. Because it's crazy. Like, all right, my relationship right now, I'll say, I can't even leave the phone for 2 seconds. Like, literally, to do number one, number two, not even to clean the kitchen without her thinking that I'm doing something, because she know that I like to, I'm like more of an active person. I like to go outside, hang out with my friends, this and that and stuff. But everything always got to end up into an argument without her thinking that I'm so-called with a female. This and that. She want to be on the phone with me. This and that. And want to fall asleep on the phone. I'm like, girl, I don't want to hear you snore at night.
Oh.
Like, I want to have a peaceful sleep by myself. I'll text you good night. You text me good night. Wake up in the morning. Text you good morning. Easy like that. You like.
Oh,
you talking about something. Oh, if you don't, get on the phone with me. Oh, you don't love me. That, this and that. What makes you think that? What in your right mind makes you think that? You just
hope his girlfriend not watching this.
Tata, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't want to say I disagree or agree with her, but given the stuff you told us, I feel like you've given her more than enough reason to be like that.
Like, girl, I give you enough attention. Like, what else do you need from me?
Okay. But like you just said, you done had 7 girls. So that's your past, right? But it's hard to trust you when that's your past. We're going to think, she probably thinking like, oh, he going to do the same thing. You see how fast he got them 7 girls? He probably about to get 6 more. You know? Like, it's just, I'm just telling you, as a female, we overthink. And then when we overthink, we look crazy, but you don't know what she been through in her past either. She could have been, treated horribly, and that's not what she want to go through again.
I know her past and everything. Had a whole conversation with her about this. So I'm not like the rest, for real. I changed my ways, because having like 8 girls or 7 girls at a time is not a flex for real. That's you just getting more attention. And once you trying to get in a relationship, that girl thinks, oh, he ho, no. Like, no, I ain't going for that.
Okay.
So.
Moving on, we could say another toxic behavior could be lack of trust. For example, how do I put this into, like, for example, there's this person in my school. There's many of these. Oh, never mind. She's in a relationship, and her boyfriend had told her that she can't, quote unquote, be friendly. But the problem with that is like the people who she's friendly with would be his friends. So it's kind of like, do you not trust her or do you not trust your friends? Which one is it?
I don't trust her friends, though. They be quick to say something about let's say not me, but like another dude or whatever. Yeah, let's say like another dude. It'd be so quick to talk about, oh, I don't think he the one for you. This and that. I heard stuff about him. Like, girl, shut up. You don't even know nothing about this person for you to be talking about. You're not even in a relationship for one.
I'll say, I'm sorry. I agree with you.
One thing about that, if you really want to get your thoughts and opinion about what's going on in a relationship, at least let it like be positive and saying negative stuff about the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I say the friends also because, again, like I said, every friend don't need to be around your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Every boyfriend or girlfriend don't need to be around your friend. Everybody, some friends you be like, okay, I can trust. Let me bring my boyfriend or my girlfriend around them. It's some who gone, oh, he this, he that, girl, I heard about him before, but you was texting him the other day.
Oh, okay.
So obviously, you want to be a part of the team. So I done seen that happen so many times where friends done sit here and say, oh, he this, he that, he don't really like you for real. Oh, he got other girls. And then look, you're the other girl, or you wanna, how do they say, you wanna be my understudy when reality, I don't need one.
Moving on, lastly, we'll have our final thoughts. So what have you guys thought about this episode and the topic?
I'm not getting in no toxic relationship. I know the signs. I see the signs. I'm just not going to do that. It's just not me.
You know, me being on and off with this girl for the past 4 months now, I guess we got a better understanding on, like, you know, because at first we was toxic because I guess we got into the relationship a little fast. Mm-hmm. But now we know how to talk our problems out and all that. We prefer not to argue or do none of that extra junk because we know that it ain't worth it. So, yeah. So be careful with y'all toxic relationship kids, I'm telling you. It works from PK.
So I think my final thoughts are, I think people should wait a little bit more time before jumping into a relationship. Make sure you guys actually know the person. I'm not talking about knowing their whole life, like their whole business, but like make sure you know just enough before you get into a relationship. And like make sure you educate yourself about the signs and things that can come out of a toxic relationship. This was your host, Rose.
Oh, PK.
Janiyah.
And this is our very first episode of Ink on the Air. Bye.